Welcome back to our channel where we dive into the fascinating world of coins and currency. Today we've got an exciting topic for you: ultra-rare valuable coins that are worth a fortune in today's collector market. If you have a passion for numismatics or are just curious about these hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. First up, we're taking a closer look at a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change, the 1993 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark in very fine condition. This little coin has a surprising value in today's collector market. So let's jump right in. First, let's talk a bit about the Roosevelt dime. This coin series began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the previous year. The dime features his profile on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The 1993 Roosevelt dime we're focusing on today was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P mint mark. In 1993, millions of these dimes were produced, but making it seem like a not common coin. However, what makes a coin like this valuable isn't just its mintage numbers, but its condition and demand among collectors. In coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1993 Roosevelt dime in very fine condition means it has some signs of wear, but all major details are still visible and sharp. For example, you should be able to see clear lines on Roosevelt's hair and the torch's flames on the reverse. Now, let's get to the exciting part: its market value. The truth is, it can be quite surprising. The current market value for a very fine condition 1993 with P Roosevelt dime typically ranges between $200,000. While this might seem like a fortune, but its face value of 10 cents. Several factors influence this value. One is the condition we've discussed. Another is the coin's popularity among collectors. Roosevelt dimes are a staple in many collections, and finding one in better condition can sometimes be a challenge due to circulation, where market demand also plays a big role. Sometimes coins from specific years or with particular mint marks can spike in value due to collector interest. If you're looking to add a 1993 Roosevelt dime to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always verify the coin's condition before purchasing. Using a magnifying glass can help. Second, consider buying from reputable dealers or auctions to ensure authenticity. Lastly, keep an eye on the market trends. Coin values can fluctuate, so staying informed can help you make the best investment decisions. And there you have it. The 1993 Roosevelt dime with P mint mark in very fine condition is more than just spare change. It's a piece of history that can add value to your collection. Focusing on a special piece that commemorates a significant milestone in Canadian history. Yes, you guessed it right. We're talking about the Canada 1 cent, 125th anniversary of Canada 1992 coin in very fine condition. Stay tuned as we explore its history, unique features, and its current market value. First, let's take a trip back in time to understand the historical significance of this coin. In 1867, the British North America Act brought together the provinces of Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia to form the Dominion of Canada. Fast forward to 1992, Canada celebrated its 125th anniversary with various commemorative items, including this special 1 cent coin. The Canada 1 cent 125th anniversary coin was minted in 1992 to celebrate this momentous occasion. The coin features a unique design that sets it apart from the regular penny. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pedery-Hunt. The reverse, however, is where the magic happens. It showcases a stylized maple leaf, the emblem of Canada, with the dates 1867 to 1992 to mark the anniversary. The obverse side of the coin features the image of Queen Elizabeth II, with the inscription Elizabeth II DG. Regina. This design was used on Canadian coins from 1990 to 2003. The reverse side, designed by artist Alex W. Colville, displays a beautifully stylized single maple leaf with the inscriptions Canada and 1 cent, along with the dual dates 1867 to 1992. In very fine condition, this coin exhibits light wear on the highest points, but all major features remain sharp and clear. The fields are relatively smooth with minimal scratches, and the overall appeal of the coin is preserved. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the current market value of this special coin. As with any collectible, the value of the Canada 1 cent 125th anniversary coin depends on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. As of today, a Canada 1 cent 125th anniversary coin in very fine condition can fetch a market value ranging from $325,000. This value can fluctuate based on the coin's condition and the demand among collectors. While this may seem like a high amount, it's worth noting that the value of collectible coins can increase over time, especially as they become more scarce. In conclusion, the Canada 1 cent 125th anniversary of Canada 1992 coin is a beautiful piece of numismatic history that celebrates a significant milestone in Canada's journey. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a wonderful addition to any collection. Focusing on a unique piece, the Canada 1 cent 1985 coin in very fine black shade condition. Stick around to learn all about its history, its distinctive features, and most importantly, its current market value. First, let's dive into a bit of history. The 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been a staple in Canadian currency since 1858. The 1985 penny, specifically, is part of the series minted between 1982 and 1996, featuring the familiar image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Arnold Machin. The reverse side showcases the iconic maple leaf design by G.E. Kruger Gray. What makes the 1985 Canada 1 cent coin particularly interesting to collectors isn't just its historical significance, but also its condition. Coins graded as very fine show moderate wear on the highest points of the design, but all major details are still clear and distinct. Our coin here has an additional unique characteristic, a black shade that gives it a distinct appearance, often caused by environmental factors over time. Now, you might be wondering, how does this black shading affect the coin's value? Well, in the world of coin collecting, unique features can sometimes increase a coin's appeal and value. Collectors often seek out coins with unusual patinas or coloration, especially when they occur naturally over time. This black shade can add a layer of uniqueness to the coin, making it more desirable. Let's talk about the current market value. As of today, the 1985 Canada 1 cent coin in very fine condition generally holds a highest value, typically ranging from $250,000, depending on its condition and demand. However, coins with unique characteristics, like our black shaded penny, can attract higher interest. Collectors might pay a premium for such distinctive coins. In recent auctions, similar coins have fetched anywhere from $300,000 or even more, depending on the level of interest and competition among bidders. For collectors, acquiring a coin like the 1985 Canada 1 cent in very fine black shade condition isn't just about the high value. It's about owning a piece of history, appreciating the unique characteristics that make each coin special, and the thrill of the hunt in finding these hidden gems. Diving into the fascinating world of the Canada 25 cent coin from 1996, specifically focusing on its value in extra fine condition. If you have one of these coins in your collection, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Let's get started. Here it is, the Canada 25 cent coin from 1996. At first glance, it might look like any other quarter, but there are a few key details that make this coin particularly interesting to collectors. The obverse side of the coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pettery Hunt. This portrait was used on Canadian quarters from 1990 to 2003. The reverse side showcases the iconic caribou, a design by Emmanuel Hahn that has been a staple on Canadian quarters since 1937. But what makes the 1996 Canada 25 cent coin special? To answer that, we need to dive into the history and minting process of these coins. In 1996, only a fraction of these have survived in excellent condition. Over the years, however, those that have been kept in extra fine condition, or better, have become highly sought after by collectors. So what exactly is extra fine condition? A coin in extra fine condition will show only minor wear on the highest points of the design. The details should be sharp, and most of the mint luster will still be visible. For the 1996 Canada 25 cent coin, this means that Queen Elizabeth II's portrait should be clear and distinct, with minimal wear on the hair and crown. On the reverse, the caribou's antlers and fur should show fine detail, with very little smoothing from circulation. Now, let's talk about the market value. How much is this coin worth today? As with any collectible, the value of the 1996 Canada 25 cent coin in extra fine condition can vary based on a few factors, including demand and the coin's rarity. Based on recent sales and expert appraisals, a 1996 Canada 25 cent coin in extra fine condition can fetch anywhere from $300,000. While this might seem like a huge amount, the value can also be influenced by the overall market for collectible coins. For instance, if there's a surge in interest in Canadian quarters, the value of your 1996 25 cent coin could increase. So, if you have a 1996 Canada 25 cent coin, it's worth taking a closer look, check its condition, and see if it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Who knows, you might have a valuable piece of Canadian history in your collection. Explore the 1949 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition and its current collector market value. So let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at this beautiful piece of history. The 1949 wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, is a classic coin cherished by collectors. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, the main mint facility of the United States. To give you a bit of context, 1949 was a significant year in history. Post-World War II, the United States was experiencing economic growth and changes. The Lincoln wheat cent series, minted from 1909 to 1958, saw high production numbers during this period. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 217 million of these pennies in 1949. But what makes the 1949 wheat penny without a mint mark special for collectors? Let's delve into its design and condition. On the obverse, you can see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the iconic wheat ears flank the words 1 cent, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. In fine condition, the 1949 wheat penny exhibits moderate wear, with the major details still visible. The high points of Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks show some smoothness, but the coin's overall appeal remains intact. Grading coins accurately is crucial for determining their value. In fine condition, this coin is somewhere in the middle of the grading scale. It's not as pristine as uncirculated coins, but it's far from being heavily worn or damaged. Fine condition typically means it has moderate circulation wear, but all the main features are still easily distinguishable. Now, let's talk about the collector market value of the 1949 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition. As of today, this coin holds a modest but significant value for collectors. The value can fluctuate based on market demand, but generally you can expect it to be worth around $97,000 in fine condition. However, some coins might fetch higher prices at auctions or from collectors willing to pay a premium for a well-preserved piece. Next up, in summary, the 1949 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition is a valuable addition to any coin collection. While it might command sky-high prices, its historical significance and classic design make it a cherished piece among numismatists. If you have one of these pennies in your collection, take good care of it, as its value could appreciate over time. We're diving deep into the world of Australian coins, focusing on the 2018 Australia 5 cents coin in very fine condition with a bit of dirt. You might be surprised at its collector market value today. Let's start by taking a closer look at this fascinating coin. The 5 cents coin from Australia features the iconic echidna on the reverse side, a design by Stuart Devlin, which has been in use since the coin was first introduced in 1966. The obverse side features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. The 2018 Australia 5 cents coin, like its predecessors, is made of copper nickel and has a diameter of 19.41 mm. The coin's weight is 2.83 grams. Despite its small size and seemingly common appearance, this coin holds a significant place in the hearts of collectors. But what makes a 2018 Australia 5 cents coin in very fine condition with dirt so special? First, let's talk about coin grading. Very fine condition means the coin has moderate wear but still retains many of its finer details. Now, you might wonder why dirt on a coin would matter. For collectors, a coin's condition can tell a story. A bit of dirt can indicate authenticity, showing that the coin has circulated and has a history. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the market value. In recent years, the collector market for coins has seen a significant rise. The value of a 2018 Australian 5 cents coin in very fine condition can vary widely depending on several factors, including demand, rarity, and the coin's history. As of today, the market value of this coin can range from $70,000 depending on its condition and the buyer's interest. While this may seem like a fortune, it's a significant markup from its face value. But here's the kicker: in some cases, if the coin has unique characteristics or a fascinating history, collectors are willing to pay even more. For example, a coin that has been part of a notable collection or has an interesting story attached to it can fetch higher prices at auctions. If you're a budding collector, here are a few tips to maximize your finds. Check your change. Always look through your pocket change. You never know what treasures you might find. Condition matters. Keep an eye out for coins in good condition. Even a bit of dirt can add to its story, but avoid coins that are too damaged. Network, join coin collector communities online or in your local area. Sharing knowledge and experiences can lead to great finds and trades. So, there you have it. The humble 2018 Australian 5 cents coin, especially in very fine condition with a bit of dirt, can hold surprising value for collectors. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest treasures can bring the greatest joy. We're going to talk about the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition. What makes this coin so special? What is its collector market value today? Stick around to find out. Before we get into teapot the details, let's briefly go over some history. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was minted from 1909 to 1958. It features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity and growth. Now, let's focus on the 1956 wheat penny. This particular coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it lacks a mint mark. In fine condition, the details of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks are still visible, although there might be some signs of wear and tear due to its age and circulation. 1956 was a significant year in history. Dwight D. Eisenhower was the President of the United States, Elvis Presley was topping the charts, and the interstate highway system was being developed. This coin has seen over 6 decades of history, making it a tangible piece of the past. So, what makes the 1956 wheat penny so appealing to collectors? Well, several factors come into play: its age, historical significance, and the fact that it's part of the beloved wheat penny series. But what about its value? Coins are graded on a scale, with fine indicating that while the coin has seen circulation and has moderate wear, it still retains its major details. In fine condition, a 1956 wheat penny might not be as pristine as a mint state coin, but it certainly holds value. As of today, the market value for a 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition varies. On average, you can expect this coin to be worth between $52,000. However, prices can fluctuate based on demand, the overall condition of the coin, and where it's being sold. For collectors, wheat pennies are a popular and accessible entry point into the hobby. Even though individual coins like the 1956 penny might not hold highest value, their historical significance and the thrill of completing a collection make them incredibly valuable in a different sense. In conclusion, while the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition might make you rich, it's a fascinating piece of history that's cherished by collectors. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is a reminder of the rich tapestry of American history. We're diving into a very special piece of numismatic history, the Canada 10 cents, 50th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's succession, minted in 2002. We'll explore its design, significance, and most importantly, its collector market value today. In 2002, Canada commemorated the 50th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's succession to the throne. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a celebration of half a century of the Queen's reign. Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne in 1952, and to mark this monumental milestone, the Royal Canadian Mint released a special edition 10 cents coin. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. On the obverse, we have the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pettery Hunt. This portrait captures the Queen with grace and dignity, a true reflection of her enduring reign. Now, turning to the reverse side, you'll notice the iconic Bluenose schooner, a symbol of Canada's maritime heritage, sailing proudly. This design, by Emmanuel Hahn, has been a staple on Canadian dimes since 1937, and it beautifully complements the commemorative aspect of this 2002 coin. The Canada 10 cents 2002 coin was minted in both circulation and proof versions. The proof version, which we're focusing on today, is especially prized by collectors. It's struck with a high-quality finish, giving it a mirror-like surface and extra fine details. The coin is made of pure nickel and has a diameter of 18.03 mm, a weight of 2.07 grams. Collectors highly value the proof extra fine condition of this coin. Proof coins are struck with special care, often with multiple strikes to ensure sharpness and clarity of the design. The 2002 proof version is no exception, making it a sought-after piece for numismatists. Now, let's talk about the market value of this coin. Over the years, the value of the Canada 10 cents 2002 proof coin in extra fine condition has seen significant appreciation. In recent years, its value has surged due to its historical significance and the high quality of proof coins. The Canada 10 cents 2002 proof coin is a gem for any collection. Its value can range widely depending on its condition and market demand. As of today, a proof coin in extra fine condition can fetch anywhere from $400,000 or even more. The coin's pristine condition and historical context make it highly desirable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the Canada 10 cents 2002 proof coin is a fantastic addition. Its combination of historical significance, stunning design, and increasing market value make it a standout piece. So, there you have it, the Canada 10 cents 2002 coin, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's succession. It's a piece of history and a valuable collectible. Next up, we're diving into a coin that's been catching the eye of collectors recently, the Roosevelt dime from 2015 with the P mint mark in very fine condition. Now, the Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since it was first minted in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. This dime features President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The obverse of the coin showcases Roosevelt's profile, designed by John R. Sinnock, while the reverse displays a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. So, why are we talking about the 2015 dime with the P mint mark specifically? Let's break it down. First, a little bit of background on mint marks. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the primary facilities of the United States Mint. Coins from Philadelphia are quite common, but the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its collectability and value. In coin collecting, condition is everything. The 2015 Roosevelt dime in very fine condition means it has seen some circulation, but still maintains much of its original detail. You might see light wear on the high points of the design, but overall, it's a coin that looks pretty good. A very fine coin has all the major features sharp and clear. Now, on to the exciting part, the collector market value. As of today, the 2015 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark in very fine condition is considered extremely rare, but it holds a special place for many collectors, especially those who focus on modern coins. Typically, such a dime might not have a high intrinsic value in terms of silver content because it's composed of a copper-nickel clad. However, the numismatic value can be quite appealing. Let's talk numbers. On the current market, a 2015 P Roosevelt dime in very fine condition can be valued around $100,000. This might sound like much, but it's important to remember that coins like these are more about completing sets. Collectors who focus on assembling complete date and mint mark sets often seek out coins in very fine or better condition. So, if you're a budding collector or someone looking to complete your Roosevelt dime collection, keeping an eye out for coins like the 2015 with P in very fine condition is a great way to enhance your collection with breaking the bank. It's these small steps that build the foundation for a rich and diverse coin collection. Proper storage: keep your coins in a cool, dry place. Use protective holders to prevent further wear and tear. Next up, we have something truly special for you: the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1966, without a mint mark, featuring a unique black shade, and in very fine condition. We'll be diving into the history, the distinct features, and most importantly, the current market value of this fascinating coin. So, let's get started. First, let's talk about the historical context of the Monticello Jefferson nickel. Introduced in 1938, this nickel design replaced the Buffalo nickel and features an obverse portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and the reverse showing his famous home, Monticello. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel has been a staple in American coinage for decades. The year 1966 was part of an interesting period in U.S. coin history. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint faced a coin shortage due to a booming economy and increased coin hoarding. To combat this, the Mint removed mint marks from all coins produced from 1965 to 1967. This means that our 1966 Jefferson nickel does not have a mint mark, distinguishing it from other years. Now, let's discuss the unique features of the 1966 Jefferson nickel, particularly the one with a black shade and in very fine condition. The black shade is likely due to environmental factors or a specific type of tarnishing that gives the coin a distinct appearance. This can make the coin even more appealing to certain collectors. In very fine condition, the 1966 Jefferson nickel should have moderate wear on the high points of the design, with most of the major details still visible and clear. The coin's overall appearance should be attractive, and the unique black shade adds an extra layer of intrigue. Now, for the part you've all been waiting for: the market value of this intriguing coin. The value of any coin depends on several factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. For a 1966 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark and in very fine condition, the base value typically ranges from very high value in general circulation. However, the unique black shade and very fine condition can add a premium to its value. Recent sales and auctions have shown that a 1966 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition with this unique black shade can fetch anywhere from $400,000, depending on the buyer's interest and the coin's overall appeal. While it may be the most valuable coin out there, its unique characteristics make it a cherished piece for many collectors. If you're looking to add a 1966 Jefferson nickel to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always check the coin's condition. Look for coins with minimal wear and clear details. Second, the unique black shade can add value, but make sure it's genuine and not artificially applied. Finally, consider the coin's history and provenance. A well-documented coin can be more desirable to collectors. And remember, while the high value is important, the joy of collecting and the history behind each coin can be priceless. Next up, we're diving into a classic piece of Canadian currency that has captured the interest of collectors around the world: the Canada 1-cent coin from 1963, specifically in very fine condition. We'll explore its history, design, and most importantly, its current market value. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the historical context of this coin. The Canada 1-cent 1963 coin was part of a series of pennies minted by the Royal Canadian Mint. This period was a fascinating time for Canadian coinage, as it featured the young Queen Elizabeth II, who had ascended to the throne just a decade earlier. Her portrait on the obverse side of the coin represents an era of change and modernization for Canada. The obverse of the 1963 Canada 1-cent coin features the laureate portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This design was used on Canadian pennies from 1953 to 1964. It's a classic and elegant depiction of the Queen, capturing her youthful grace. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic maple leaf twig design. This design, created by G.E. Kruger Gray, has been a staple of Canadian pennies since 1937. The maple leaf is a symbol deeply associated with Canadian identity, making this coin not just a piece of currency but also a cultural emblem. Now, let's talk about the condition. When we say a coin is in very fine condition, what does that mean? In numismatics, condition is everything. A very fine VF condition means the coin has moderate wear on its higher surfaces, but the design details are still sharp and clear. For the 1963 Canada 1-cent coin, this means Queen Elizabeth's portrait should have most of its details intact, and the maple leaves should still show intricate vein patterns. Here's an example of a 1963 Canadian 1-cent coin in very fine condition. As you can see, despite some wear, the details are still quite impressive. This condition is highly sought after by collectors because it strikes a balance between age and preservation. So what about the market value of this coin today? Well, the value of any coin can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. For a Canada 1-cent 1963 coin in very fine condition, you can expect it to be worth anywhere from $385,000 to potentially around $390,000, depending on the buyer and market trends. Recent auction results and coin value guides indicate that while this coin is necessarily rare, its historical significance and condition can make it a valuable addition to any collection. For instance, on popular numismatic websites and auction platforms, these coins have been seen selling within that range. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on these platforms if you're looking to buy or sell. In conclusion, the Canada 1-cent 1963 coin in very fine condition is a charming piece of numismatic history. Its design and the era it represents make it a beloved item among collectors. Next up, we're going to take a closer look at the Canada 5-cent coin from 1983 in very fine condition and explore its value in today's collector market. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Let's get started. The 1983 Canada 5-cent coin is a small but significant piece of Canadian history. First, let's talk about its design. On the obverse side, you'll find the image of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait of the Queen was used on Canadian coins from 1965 to 1989, and it's a classic representation of Her Majesty. On the reverse side, we have the iconic beaver design, which has been featured on the Canadian nickel since 1937. This design, created by G.E. Kruger Gray, showcases a beaver sitting on a rock, symbolizing Canada's industrious and resourceful nature. The beaver is an important national symbol and a key part of Canadian wildlife. In 1983, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 105 million of these 5-cent coins. Finding one in very fine condition today can be a big challenging. Over time, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or heavily circulated, making well-preserved examples highly sought after by collectors. So, what does very fine condition mean in the world of coin collecting? A coin in very fine condition shows moderate wear on the highest points of the design, but retains most of the details and some of its original luster. For the 1983 Canada 5-cent coin, this means you'll still see clear details in the Queen's hair and the beaver's fur, with minimal signs of heavy wear. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the current market value of a 1983 Canada 5-cent coin in very fine condition. Coin values can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and the overall condition of the coin. As of today, a 1983 Canada 5-cent coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $290,000 on the collector market. While this might seem like a fortune, it's important to remember that the true value of a coin can also lie in its historical significance and the joy it brings to collectors. Additionally, prices can vary depending on where you buy or sell your coin. Investing in coins can be a rewarding hobby. If you come across a 1983 Canada 5-cent coin, it's worth adding to your collection, especially if it's in very fine condition. Over time, the value of these coins may increase as they become harder to find. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of wheat pennies, focusing on the 1926 1-cent coin without a mint mark, especially in fine condition. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of old coins, you're in the right place. Let's get started. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. These coins were minted until 1958 and are a staple in coin collections around the world. The 1926 wheat penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this year, the value of the coin can vary significantly based on its condition. Let's talk about the design. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. The reverse features two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto E pluribus unum. It's a simple yet iconic design that has stood the test of time. When it comes to determining the value of a 1926 wheat penny, condition is key. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70. A fine condition F12 coin will show moderate wear on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, but all major details will be clear. So, what is the value of a 1926 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition today? As of now, these coins are generally valued between $160,000. While that might seem like a fortune, it's important to remember that higher grade specimens or coins with unique characteristics can be worth significantly more. Collectors often seek wheat pennies not just for their monetary value but also for their historical significance and the joy of completing a set. The 1926 wheat penny is a relatively common date, but finding one in exceptional condition can still be a rewarding challenge. If you're looking to add a 1926 wheat penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Examine the coin's condition carefully. Look for key details like Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks on the reverse. The 1926 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition might not make you rich, but it's a valuable piece of history and a great addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the value of your coins is crucial. Next up, we have an exciting episode as we explore the Australia 20 cents coin from 2007 in extra fine condition and its current market value. So, let's get started. Australia's coinage has always been a topic of interest among collectors, and the 20 cents coin is no exception. But what makes the 2007 edition so special, and why is it fetching a big value in the collector market today? Let's take a closer look. The 20 cents coin from 2007 features the iconic platypus design by Stuart Devlin on the reverse side. The obverse side showcases the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This coin is made of cupronickel, giving it a unique silver-like appearance. Now, you might be wondering what extra fine condition means. In numismatic terms, an extra fine EF or XF condition coin has very light wear on the highest points of the design, but overall, it remains sharp and crisp. This makes it highly desirable among collectors. So, an extra fine condition coin sits just below the about uncirculated grade, indicating it has been lightly circulated but still maintains a lot of its original luster and detail. But why does the 2007 Australia 20 cents coin hold such a significant value in today's market? One reason is its limited mintage. While the rarest of Australian coins, the 2007 edition was produced in smaller quantities compared to other years, making it more sought after by collectors. Let's talk numbers. As of today, a 2007 Australia 20 cents coin in extra fine condition can fetch anywhere between $300,000. This might seem like a fortune, but considering its face value is just 20 cents, that's big a return on investment. And of course, the value can vary depending on the coin's condition and the demand in the market. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in top-notch condition to add to their collections, and the 2007 Australia 20 cents coin is no exception. Its unique design and relative scarcity make it a prized addition. So, if you come across a 2007 Australia 20 cents coin, especially in extra fine condition, hold on to it. You might just have a valuable piece of numismatic history in your hands. Next up, we're shining a spotlight on a special coin from our northern neighbors, the Canada 10 cents coin from 2003, particularly in extra fine condition. This little coin has a fascinating story and a surprising market value today, so stick around to learn all about it. The Canada 10 cents coin, often referred to as the dime, has been a staple of Canadian currency for decades. The 2003 edition, however, has some unique features that make it particularly interesting to collectors. First, let's talk a bit about the design and history. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait was designed by artist Susanna Blunt and has been featured on Canadian coins since 2003. Unlike previous portraits, this one shows the Queen without a crown, presenting a more modern and approachable image. On the reverse side, we have the iconic Bluenose schooner, a famous Canadian symbol of maritime excellence and racing prowess. This design, created by Emmanuel Hahn, has graced the 10 cents coin since 1937, and it remains a beloved image in Canadian numismatics. Now, when we talk about a coin being in extra fine condition, what exactly do we mean? Extra fine, or XF, is a grade that indicates the coin has only slight wear on the highest points of the design. Most of the mint luster is still present, and all the details are sharp and clear. For collectors, condition is everything, and an extra fine coin holds significantly more value than one that's heavily worn. So, what's the market value of the 2003 Canada 10 cents coin in extra fine condition today? The value can vary depending on several factors, including market demand, rarity, and the overall state of the coin market. As of now, a 2003 Canadian dime in extra fine condition can fetch around $200,000 in the collector's market. While this might seem like a huge amount, moreover, the value of coins can fluctuate over time. Factors such as silver content, though the 2003 dime is made of nickel-plated steel, and collector interest in particular years or designs can influence prices. The 2003 dime is particularly interesting because it marked the beginning of the new portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, adding a touch of historical significance to this coin. So if you come across a 2003 Canada 10 cents coin, especially in extra fine condition, consider adding it to your collection or checking with a coin dealer for its current value. It's a piece of modern numismatic history and a testament to the evolving designs and minting techniques of Canadian currency. Next up, we are diving deep into a particular gem in the world of numismatics, the 1985 Canada 10 cents coin. If you're a coin collector or simply intrigued by the history and value of Canadian coins, this video is for you. We'll explore its history, design, and why it has become a notable piece in the collector's market today. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1985 Canada 10 cents coin, also known as the dime, is part of Canada's regular coinage series. It features the iconic design of a caribou on the reverse side, created by renowned Canadian artist Emmanuel Hahn. This design has been a staple of Canadian coinage since 1937. The caribou design is celebrated for its simplicity and elegance. The reverse side shows a side profile of a caribou with its antlers prominently displayed, symbolizing Canada's wildlife heritage. The obverse side features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by artist Dora de Pedery Hunt, which is a standard feature on Canadian coins. Now, you might be wondering what makes the 1985 10-cent coin so special and valuable today. To understand its current market value, let's delve into a few key factors. The 1985 Canada 10-cent coin is relatively uncommon in terms of mintage. However, rarity is just one part of the equation. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. For collectors, the term fine condition refers to a coin with clear details but showing some wear. Coins in fine condition from this year are sought after, especially if they have been well preserved. Professional grading services. Over the years, the value of Canadian coins can fluctuate based on market demand and collector interest. The 1985 10-cent coin has gained attention due to its historical significance and appeal. Collectors who seek to complete their Canadian coin sets often look for coins in fine condition to enhance their collections. As of now, the value of a 1985 Canada 10-cent coin in fine condition can range significantly. Depending on the exact condition and whether it has been professionally graded, you might see values ranging from $200,000 or more. If you're looking to add a 1985 Canada 10-cent coin to your collection, or if you already have one, make sure to handle it with care. Proper storage and handling can preserve its condition and value. Use soft holders and avoid cleaning the coin, as this can damage its surface and reduce its value. The 1985 Canada 10-cent coin may be the rarest coin out there. Its value in fine condition reflects its importance to collectors and its place in Canadian numismatic history. Next up, we dive into the fascinating world of the Roosevelt dime, specifically the 1994 with P in very fine condition. Stay tuned to learn about its history, unique features, and its current market value. The Roosevelt dime was first issued in 1946 to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the United States through the Great Depression and World War II. The dime's design, created by John R. Sinek, features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse side, symbolizing his significant contributions to the country. Roosevelt's legacy in founding the March of Dimes to fight polio is also a key reason why his image was chosen for the dime. The reverse side of the coin showcases a torch, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. The 1994 with P Roosevelt dime, minted in Philadelphia, is a relatively uncommon coin. However, when we look at coins in very fine condition, their appeal to collectors increases significantly. Let's break down what makes this particular dime special. In very fine condition, the 1994 with P Roosevelt dime exhibits clear and distinct features. The details in Roosevelt's hair and the torch's flame are well defined, with minimal wear. Such a coin has likely seen limited circulation, preserving its aesthetic appeal. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1994 P Roosevelt dime in very fine condition. Coin values can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and overall condition. As of today, the market value for this coin ranges between $195,000. While this may seem like a high value, it's important to remember that the Roosevelt dime is still in circulation, and finding one in very fine condition is relatively uncommon. Collectors often seek out such coins to complete their collections, especially if they focus on high-quality examples. For those interested in collecting Roosevelt dimes, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Condition matters. Aim for coins in very fine condition, or better. Look for clear details and minimal wear. Storage. Use protective holders to prevent damage and maintain the coin's condition. Research. Stay informed about market trends and values. Authentication. Ensure your coins are authentic by purchasing from reputable dealers or getting them certified by grading services. The 1994 with P Roosevelt dime in very fine condition may be the rarest or most valuable coin. It holds a special place in the hearts of many collectors. Its historical significance and detailed design make it a worthwhile addition to any collection. Next up, we have an exciting coin to discuss: the 1992 United Kingdom 10-pence coin in large, very fine condition. We're going to explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its current collector market value in dollars. So, let's get started. The 1992 United Kingdom 10-pence coin is part of the decimal coinage system that was introduced in 1968. This particular coin is significant because it represents a transitional period in British currency. In 1992, the UK government decided to reduce the size of the 10-pence coin, making the larger versions minted before this year a point of interest for collectors. Let's take a closer look at the design and features of the 1992 10-pence coin. The obverse side of the coin features the fifth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. This portrait was used on British coins from 1985 to 1997 and is easily recognizable by its elegance and detail. On the reverse side, we see a crowned lion, designed by Christopher Ironside. This design was used from 1968 until the coin was resized in 1992. The crowned lion is a traditional symbol of British royalty and strength, adding a touch of historical significance to the coin. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is key. The 1992 UK 10 pence coin we're focusing on today is in very fine condition. This means that it shows only slight wear on the highest points of the design, with most of the details remaining sharp and clear. For those new to coin collecting, very fine condition is a desirable grade as it indicates that the coin has been well preserved over the years. Now, you might be wondering about the rarity of this coin. The 1992 large 10 pence coins are relatively rare because they were only minted for a short period before the size reduction. This makes them a sought-after item among collectors who specialize in British coinage. Additionally, coins in very fine condition are even more prized due to their well-preserved state. So, what is the current market value of the 1992 United Kingdom 10 pence coin in very fine condition? As of today, these coins can fetch anywhere between $290,000, depending on the buyer and the specific nuances of the coin's condition. While this may seem like a huge amount, it's important to remember that the value of collectible coins can fluctuate based on market demand and rarity. Here are a few tips for collectors interested in the 1992 10 pence coin. Condition matters. Always aim for coins in the best condition you can afford. Very fine condition is a great target. Research. Stay updated on market trends and prices by following collector forums and price guides. Authentication. Ensure that the coins you purchase are authenticated by reputable dealers or grading services. Storage. Store your coins properly to maintain their condition. Use protective holders and keep them in a dry, cool place. Next up, explore the intriguing story and current market value of a coin that might just be sitting in your collection right now. The Canada 1 cent coin from 1973 in dirty condition. You might be surprised at its value today. First, let's take a brief look at the history behind this coin. The Canada 1 cent coin, also known as the penny, was minted in 1973 during a time of great economic change. This coin features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and 2 maple leaves on the reverse, a design that has been synonymous with Canadian pennies for decades. 1973 was a significant year for Canada, marking various historical events and milestones. The penny itself was made primarily of bronze, consisting of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc. Over time, these coins have naturally developed a patina, or dirty appearance, due to exposure to the elements and circulation. Now, let's get to the part you're all waiting for: the current market value of the 1973 Canada 1 cent coin in dirty condition. You might wonder if a dirty coin holds any value at all. The answer might surprise you. In the collector's market, the value of a coin is influenced by several factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. While a dirty or well-circulated coin might not be as visually appealing as a mint condition one, it still holds value, especially for collectors who appreciate the history and journey of the coin. On average, a 1973 Canada 1 cent coin in dirty condition can fetch anywhere from $100,000, depending on the buyer and the specific condition of the coin. While this might seem like a fortune, it's certainly more than its face value. Some collectors might pay a premium for coins with unique patinas or those that fill a specific gap in their collection. Several factors can affect the value of your 1973 Canada 1 cent coin. While we're focusing on dirty coins, the overall condition still matters. Coins with less wear and more legible details are generally more valuable. The 1973 penny is extremely rare, but certain mint errors or variations can increase its value. Collector interest can fluctuate, influencing the price at any given time. Coins from significant years or with unique historical context can be more appealing to collectors. Next up, explore an often overlooked gem, the Australia 10 cents coin from 2006. We'll be discussing its design, history, and most importantly, its collector market value today. So, if you're ready, let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The Australia 10 cents coin features the iconic image of a lyrebird on the reverse side, designed by Stuart Devlin. The lyrebird is known for its impressive ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds, making it a fitting symbol for this beautiful coin. On the obverse side, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait has been a common feature on Australian coins since 1999. The coin is made from cupronickel, giving it a shiny silver appearance. Now, let's talk about the condition. The term fine condition in numismatics means the coin shows moderate wear. The design elements are still clear, but you might see some smoothing on the highest points. It's a common condition for coins that have been in circulation but still hold significant value for collectors. So what makes the 2006 Australia 10 cents coin special? While it's a relatively modern coin, its value in the collector's market can be quite surprising. Factors that contribute to its value include the coin's condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Based on the latest data from coin collecting websites and recent auction results, a 2006 Australia 10 cents coin in fine condition can fetch anywhere between $98,000. While this might seem like a fortune, collectors often look for these coins to complete their sets or as part of their investment in modern Australian currency. If you're a collector looking to add this coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Firstly, always check the coin's condition carefully. Fine condition coins should have visible details, but some wear is acceptable. Secondly, consider the coin's provenance. Coins with a clear history or from reputable sellers tend to hold their value better. Lastly, stay updated with market trends. The value of coins can fluctuate based on demand and rarity. In conclusion, the Australia 10 cents 2006 coin might seem like an uncommon piece of change, but it holds a unique place in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep an eye out for these coins. You never know, you might have a small treasure sitting in your pocket or coin jar. Next up, we're focusing on a classic piece of American history, the 1934 wheat penny without a mint mark. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin has a unique story and an intriguing value in today's collector market. So let's dive right in. The 1934 wheat penny was minted during a significant period in American history. The country was in the midst of the Great Depression, and President Franklin D. Roosevelt had just introduced the New Deal to combat the economic downturn. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1934 wheat penny. This coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a distinct reddish-brown color when new. However, the coin we're discussing today is in dirty condition, meaning it has accumulated grime and possibly some patina over the years. Despite its condition, the details are still discernible. You can see Lincoln's profile with the date 1934 below it and the words "In God We Trust" above his head. The reverse features the iconic wheat stalks and the inscriptions "E pluribus unum" and 1 cent. Now, let's get to the part everyone is eager to know: the collector market value of a 1934 wheat penny in dirty condition. The value of this coin can vary based on several factors, including its overall condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Generally, a 1934 wheat penny without a mint mark in dirty condition isn't considered to be in prime collectible shape. However, it still holds value. Based on recent data from coin auction sites and price guides, a 1934 wheat penny in dirty condition typically sells for around $50,000. However, if the coin has some historical significance, unique characteristics, or is part of a larger collection, it might fetch a higher price. It's essential to keep in mind that the market can fluctuate and prices may vary depending on the buyer's interest. Next up, a special focus on a seemingly ordinary coin that might just surprise you with its collector market value. That's right, we're talking about the Australia 5 cents coin from 2010, especially in very fine condition. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's explore. First, let's talk a bit about the background of the Australia 5 cents coin. This coin has been a staple in Australian currency since it was first introduced in 1966. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse showcases the echidna, one of Australia's unique and beloved animals. Now, the 2010 edition of this coin might not seem particularly special at first glance. It's made of cupronickel and has a diameter of 19.41 mm. But here's the kicker: coins in very fine condition can hold significant value for collectors today. So what exactly does very fine condition mean? In numismatic terms, a coin in very fine condition has light wear on the high points, but all major details are clear and sharp. The surfaces may show some signs of handling, but the overall appearance is still quite attractive. For the 2010 Australia 5 cents coin, this level of preservation can add a premium to its value. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that maintain their original details while showing minimal wear and tear. But what makes this coin particularly valuable in today's market? Let's break it down. Firstly, the mintage numbers for the 2010 Australia 5 cents coin weren't particularly high compared to other years. This lower availability can drive up demand among collectors. Secondly, the general wear and tear on these coins over time means that finding one in very fine condition is becoming increasingly rare. Rarity is a key factor in the numismatic world. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for: the current market value. As of today, a 2010 Australia 5 cents coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $100,000 on collector markets. While this might seem like a fortune, it's a significant increase from its face value and a testament to its growing desirability. Next up, we have a special coin to discuss: the Monticello Jefferson nickel, specifically the 1958 edition without a mint mark in extra fine condition. This coin is not just a piece of American history, but also a gem for collectors. Stay tuned to find out why this nickel is so sought after and its current market value. Let's start with a bit of history. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The obverse features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, an iconic symbol of American heritage. The 1958 Jefferson nickel, like many others, was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it doesn't have a mint mark. This particular year falls within a period when the design had remained largely unchanged, reflecting the traditional values and the architectural beauty of Monticello. Now, let's take a closer look at the design and specifications of the 1958 Jefferson nickel. On the obverse, you can see Jefferson's profile facing left with the inscription "In God We Trust" on the left side and "Liberty" with the date 1958 on the right. On the reverse, we see Monticello with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum" above, Monticello below, and "United States of America" at the bottom. The denomination 5 cents is prominently displayed just below Monticello. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and has a diameter of 21.2 mm. Its composition gives it a distinct look and feel that sets it apart from other coins. For collectors, the condition of a coin is crucial. Today we're talking about a 1958 Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition, also known as XF. But what does that mean? A coin in extra fine condition has light wear on the highest points of the design, but all major features are sharp and clear. You'll notice some minor signs of wear on Jefferson's cheekbone and hair, as well as on Monticello's dome and columns, but overall, the details are well preserved. Now, the part you've all been waiting for: the market value. As of today, the 1958 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in extra fine condition holds significant value among collectors. According to recent market data, a 1958 Jefferson nickel in XF condition can fetch anywhere from $320,000. While this might seem like a fortune, it's important to remember that the value can fluctuate based on factors such as demand, rarity, and the overall condition of the coin. For many collectors, the sentimental value and the joy of owning a piece of history often outweigh the highest value. Additionally, as with any collectible, prices can rise over time, making it a potential investment. If you're looking to add a 1958 Jefferson nickel to your collection, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Always purchase from reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure the authenticity of the coin. Proper storage to maintain the coin's condition and prevent any further wear or damage. Keep an eye on market trends and auction results to stay updated on the coin's value. The 1958 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in extra fine condition is a wonderful addition to any collection. Its historical significance, combined with its timeless design, makes it a cherished piece among numismatists. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to look out for. Next up, we're going to explore the Canada 10 cents 2004 coin, particularly in extra fine condition, and discuss its collector market value today in dollars. First, let's take a closer look at this beautiful coin. The Canada 10 cents 2004 coin is a part of the Canadian dime series, which has been in circulation since 1858. The 2004 coin features the iconic Bluenose schooner on its reverse side, a symbol of Canada's rich maritime history. The obverse side of the coin displays the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by artist Susanna Blunt. This design has been used on Canadian coins since 2003, and it marked a departure from previous designs by being less formal and more approachable. The Bluenose schooner, featured on the reverse side, was a famous fishing and racing vessel from Nova Scotia. It became a national symbol of Canada, representing the skill, resilience, and maritime heritage of the country. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. When we say extra fine condition, we're referring to a coin that has very minimal wear and retains most of its original luster. The details on both the obverse and reverse sides are sharp and clear, making it a highly desirable piece for collectors. In extra fine condition, you can still see the intricate details of the Bluenose schooner, such as the rigging and sails, as well as the fine lines in Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Now let's dive into the collector market value of this coin. The value of a coin can vary based on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. As of today, a Canada 10 cents 2004 coin in extra fine condition can fetch anywhere from $240,000. In the collector market, however, it's essential to note that this value can fluctuate over time due to market trends and the coin's availability. Collectors often bid competitively for coins in top condition, driving up their prices. Next, we're shining the spotlight on a coin that's become a real gem in the collector's market, the Roosevelt dime from 2001 with the P mint mark in extra fine condition. So, what makes this seemingly ordinary dime so special? Let's start with a bit of history. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946 in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It's been in circulation ever since, but not all Roosevelt dimes are created equal. The 2001 with P dime, especially in extra fine condition, has caught the eyes of collectors worldwide. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is known for producing large quantities of coins, but even with high mintage numbers, Some years and conditions become more sought after than others. Now, let's talk about what extra fine condition means. In numismatic terms, a coin in extra fine condition shows only minor wear on the highest points of the design. It maintains much of its original mint luster, making it visually appealing. The 2001 with P. Roosevelt dime, this means sharp details in Roosevelt's hair, clear lettering, and minimal scratches or discoloration. So how much is this coin worth in today's market? While a regular circulated 2001 with P. Roosevelt dime is worth its face value of 10 cents, an extra fine condition dime can fetch a much higher price. As of today, collectors are willing to pay anywhere from $200,000 for this coin. While this might seem like a fortune, it's a significant highest increase from its face value, highlighting the value of condition in coin collecting. But why the higher value? Well, it's a combination of factors. First, the 2001 with P dimes have a certain appeal due to their quality and the era they represent. Additionally, coins from this period are reaching a stage where fewer remain in extra fine condition as they continue to age and circulate. Collectors looking to complete their sets or preserve pieces from this era are willing to pay a premium for high-quality examples. The 2001 with P. Roosevelt dime in extra fine condition is a great find because it's a modern coin that represents the turn of the millennium, but it's old enough to have developed a niche market. High-grade examples are particularly valuable because they stand out amidst the many that have been worn down through circulation. So if you happen to come across a 2001 with P. Roosevelt dime, take a closer look. Check for that extra fine condition, and you might just have a treasure on your hands. Remember, it's the small details that can make a big difference in the world of coin collecting. Next up, we've got a special treat for you. We'll be exploring the Monticello Jefferson nickel, specifically the 1969 S edition with that intriguing dark brown shade. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. This big gem right here is the 1969 Jefferson nickel with the S mint mark. It's a part of the Monticello series, named after Thomas Jefferson's famous estate. But what makes this coin particularly interesting is its unique dark brown shade and fine condition. Let's dig into its history and significance. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Jefferson, the third president of the United States, was a key figure in American history, and this coin pays tribute to his legacy. The 1969 with S Jefferson nickel is particularly special due to its S mint mark, indicating it was struck at the San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint is known for producing some of the most sought-after coins among collectors. The dark brown shade on this coin adds a unique touch, making it stand out from other nickels. Now, let's talk about what you're all here for: the market value of this coin today. The value of a 1969 with S Jefferson nickel can vary based on its condition. In fine condition, like the one we're showcasing today, it holds a decent collector value. As of now, you can expect this coin to fetch around $300,000 in the collector market. While this might seem like a fortune, its value is primarily driven by its historical significance and the unique features we discussed. The 1969 with S Jefferson nickel, it's a fascinating piece with a rich history and a unique appearance that makes it a great addition to any collection. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating coin from the United Arab Emirates, the 1 dirham 2007 in extra fine condition. If you're a collector or just curious about coins, you're in for a treat. Let's explore the history, design, and current market value of this unique piece. The 1 dirham coin is a staple in the UAE's currency system. Minted in 2007, this coin holds not only monetary value but also historical and cultural significance. Let's take a closer look at its design. On the obverse, we have the beautiful depiction of a traditional Arabic coffee pot. Known as a dala, this symbol is deeply rooted in Emirati culture, representing hospitality and heritage. Surrounding the dala, we see the Arabic inscriptions for United Arab Emirates and the denomination 1 dirham. The reverse side features the year of minting, 2007, written in both Gregorian and Hijri calendars, along with the central denomination in Arabic numerals. The intricate design and fine details make this coin a true work of art. The United Arab Emirates, known for its rich history and rapid modernization, introduced the dirham in 1973, replacing the Qatar and Dubai rial. Over the years, the dirham has become a symbol of the nation's economic growth and stability. The 2007 UAE 1 dirham coin, part of this legacy, carries the essence of the UAE's journey. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition is everything. The 2007 UAE 1 dirham in extra fine condition is particularly valuable. Extra fine condition means the coin has been in circulation but shows only slight wear on the highest points. The details remain sharp and well-defined, enhancing its appeal to collectors. Now let's talk about the collector market value. As of today, a 2007 UAE 1 dirham coin in extra fine condition can fetch a notable price among collectors. The exact value can vary based on factors like demand, rarity, and the coin's condition. On average, you can expect this coin to be valued between $398,000, depending on the buyer and market conditions. It's fascinating to see how a simple coin can hold such value both monetarily and historically. For collectors, finding a coin in such pristine condition is like discovering a piece of history. The 2007 UAE 1 dirham coin is more than just currency, it's a piece of the UAE's cultural heritage. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a valuable addition to any collection. Next up, focusing on the Canada 25 cents coin from 2008, we'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its value in today's collector market. If you're a numismatics lover or just curious about the value of your spare change, stay tuned. The Canada 25 cents coin, commonly referred to as a quarter, has a rich history that dates back to its first minting in 1870. The 2008 edition of this coin is particularly interesting due to its unique design and the events it commemorates. The 2008 Canadian quarter features a special design created by Canadian artist Stanley Whitten. On the obverse side, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blunt. This portrait has been in use since 2003 and is a common feature on Canadian currency. The reverse side of the coin, however, is where it gets really exciting. In 2008, the Royal Canadian Mint released a series of quarters celebrating the 400th anniversary of the founding of Quebec City. The reverse design showcases a beautiful and intricate image that captures this historic event, making it a must-have for collectors. Before we delve into the value, let's talk about the specifications of the Canada 25 cents 2008 coin. The coin is made of nickel-plated steel, has a diameter of 23.88 millimeters, and weighs 4.4 grams. The edge is reeded, giving it that classic quarter feel. These specifications are standard for Canadian quarters, but the historical significance and the special design of the 2008 edition set it apart from other years. Now let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the value of the 2008 Canadian quarter in today's collector market. Coins in extra fine condition can fetch a significant price, so if you have one in your collection, you might be in for a pleasant surprise. As of today, a Canada 25 cents 2008 coin in extra fine condition can range from $110,000. However, the value can vary depending on the demand among collectors and the rarity of the specific design. It's important to note that the value can fluctuate based on the coin's condition and the current market trends. If you're looking to start or expand your collection of Canadian quarters, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Always handle your coins with care. Dry place to prevent tarnishing. Consider investing in coin holders or albums to keep your collection organized and protected. In conclusion, the Canada 25 cents 2008 coin is a fascinating piece of history with significant value in today's collector market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a wonderful addition to any collection. Remember, the value of a coin is not just in its highest worth but also in the history and stories it carries. Next up, we're diving deep into a specific coin that has garnered significant interest in the collector's market: the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin. If you have one of these in your collection, you might be sitting on a small treasure. So let's explore its history, features, and current market value. The year 1964 was a remarkable one for Canada. It was a time of growth and change, and the coins minted during this period reflect the country's rich heritage. The 1964 Canada 5 cents coin, often referred to as a nickel, is made of nickel and features a beaver design on the reverse side, a symbol of Canada's industrious nature and national pride. The obverse side of the coin features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This portrait was used from 1953 to 1964, making the 1964 coin the last of its kind with this specific portrait. Let's break down the specifications of the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin. Composition: nickel, diameter 21.2 mm, weight 4.54 grams, edge smooth. Designers: obverse by Mary Gillick, reverse by G.E. Kruger Gray. These specifications are important for collectors as they ensure the coin's authenticity and help in determining its grade. Now, when it comes to coin collecting, the condition or grade of the coin is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. A coin in very fine condition, like the one we're discussing today, shows moderate wear on the higher points of the design but retains most of its details and features. It's an attractive grade for collectors because it balances affordability with quality. Now to the part you've all been waiting for: the market value. The value of the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin in very fine condition can vary based on factors such as demand, rarity, and market trends. As of today, a 1964 Canada 5 cents coin in very fine condition is valued around $190,000. However, prices can fluctuate based on where you buy or sell the coin. The historical and sentimental value can be priceless to the right collector. Coins like these are often sought after for their historical significance and the story they tell about Canada's past. If you're looking to add a 1964 Canada 5 cents coin to your collection, or if you already own one, here are a few tips. Preservation: keep the coin in a protective holder to prevent further wear and tear. Authentication: ensure your coin is authentic by consulting a professional numismatist or using a reputable grading service. market research, stay updated with the current market trends by following coin auctions, and joining numismatic forums. By following these tips, you can maintain the coin's condition and possibly even increase its value over time. Next up, we have an exciting coin to discuss: the Australia 20 cents 2001 coin in extra fine condition. Stick around to discover its fascinating history and current market value. Let's dive right in. The 20 cents coin we're looking at today was minted in Australia in 2001. This particular year holds a special significance as it marked the centenary of Federation. Australia's Federation in 1901 was a pivotal moment when the 6 separate British colonies united to form the Commonwealth of Australia. To commemorate this historic event, the Royal Australian Mint released a series of coins featuring designs from different states and territories. The 20 cents 2001 coin we're focusing on is part of this series, and each coin showcases a unique design representing Australia's rich heritage. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse side of the coin features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design was introduced in 1999 and has been a staple on Australian coins ever since. The reverse side, which is where the magic really happens, features the stylized image of a lyrebird, designed by Horst Hane. The lyrebird is an iconic Australian bird known for its extraordinary ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds. The intricate detailing and the elegant design truly make this coin a work of art. But what makes this coin even more special is its condition. Extra fine condition, or XF, indicates that the coin has been well preserved with only minor signs of wear. The details are still sharp, and the overall appearance is highly appealing to collectors. Coins in extra fine condition like this one are highly sought after in the collector's market. They represent a perfect balance between historical value and visual appeal. So, what is the market value of the Australia 20 cents 2001 coin in extra fine condition today? Well, it's important to note that coin values can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. As of today, these coins can fetch anywhere between $320,000, depending on the buyer and the specific market conditions. While this might seem like a huge amount, it's quite significant considering the face value is only 20 cents, and for collectors, the historical and aesthetic value far outweighs the monetary aspect. Adding a coin like this to your collection can be a great investment. Not only does it hold the promise of potential appreciation over time, but it also connects you to a pivotal moment in Australian history. Remember, the key to successful coin collecting is not just about finding rare coins, but also about preserving them in the best condition possible. Proper storage and handling can make a significant difference in maintaining the coin's value. Here are a few tips: store your coins in a cool, dry place, use protective coin holders or albums. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1944 D-Wheat penny. If you have one of these coins in very fine condition, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. We're going to explore the 1944 with D-Wheat penny. We'll look at its history, key features, and most importantly, its value in today's collector market. First, let's talk about the history behind this little copper coin. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, featured Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. The 1944 with D-Wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint. What makes the 1944 coins interesting is that they were produced shortly after the steel cent experiment of 1943. During World War II, copper was needed for the war effort, so the U.S. Mint temporarily made pennies from steel. By 1944, they reverted to using copper, but with an interesting twist: they used recycled ammunition shell casings. Now, let's identify the key features of the 1944 with D-Wheat penny. On the obverse side, you have the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln. To the right of Lincoln, you'll find the date 1944 with a small D mint mark underneath, indicating it was minted in Denver. The reverse side showcases the iconic wheat stalks with the words 1 cent in the center and United States of America below. At the top, you'll see the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. When it comes to determining the value of your 1944 with D-Wheat penny, condition is everything. Collectors use a grading scale to assess a coin's condition, ranging from poor to mint state. Today, we're focusing on the very fine condition. A coin in very fine condition will show moderate wear on the high points, but the major details will still be clear and sharp. For the 1944 with D-Wheat penny, this means Lincoln's cheek and jawline should be visible, and the wheat stalks on the reverse should have most of their lines intact. So, what's the 1944 with D-Wheat penny worth today? In very fine condition, these coins are highly sought after by collectors. As of now, a 1944 with D-Wheat penny in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $290,000. However, prices can vary based on the coin's eye appeal and the current demand among collectors. For example, a particularly well-preserved 1944 with D-Wheat penny with a strong strike and attractive patina could sell for a higher price, especially at auction. There you have it, folks. The 1944 with D wheat penny is more than just a piece of spare change, it's a slice of history and a valuable addition to any coin collection. If you come across one in very fine condition, be sure to take a closer look. You might just have a little treasure in your hands. Next up, focusing on the 2011 Canada 10 cents coin in extra fine condition. Let's find out why this little coin is making big waves in the collector market. Here it is, the 2011 Canada 10 cents coin. At first glance, it might look like just another dime in your pocket change, but don't be fooled. This coin has a lot of historical and collector value. Let's start with a bit of background. The 2011 Canada 10 cents coin is part of a long legacy of Canadian dimes. First minted in 1858, the Canadian dime has seen various designs and compositions over the years. The 2011 edition features the iconic Bluenose schooner, a celebrated symbol of Canada's maritime heritage, which has been a staple on the dime since 1937. So, what makes the 2011 Canada 10 cents coin in extra fine condition so special? Well, it's a combination of factors including its condition, rarity, and the story behind the coin. Extra fine condition means the coin has very little wear, with all the major features still sharp and clear. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in such pristine condition. In the coin grading scale, extra fine is a term used to describe a coin that has seen very light circulation. It retains most of its original mint luster, with only slight wear on the highest points. For the 2011 Canada 10 cents coin, this means the Bluenose and the inscriptions are well preserved, making it highly desirable. Now let's talk about the market value. As of today, the 2011 Canada 10 cents coin in extra fine condition can fetch a significant price in the collector market. But why is this? A few key reasons. Firstly, demand. Coins from recent years in extra fine or better condition are increasingly sought after by collectors. Secondly, the mintage numbers. While the 2011 dime isn't the rarest coin out there, finding one in extra fine condition is less common than you might think. Currently, this coin can sell for anywhere between $200,000, depending on the exact grade and the market conditions. While this might seem like a fortune, consider that's up to 50 times its face value. For a relatively recent coin, that's impressive. Collectors often find these coins at coin shows. Prices can vary, but the trend is clear: the value of well-preserved modern coins is on the rise. So, if you have a 2011 Canada 10 cents coin in your collection, take a close look at its condition. If it's in extra fine condition, you might have a big treasure in your hands. Remember, the key to successful collecting is not just finding rare coins, but finding coins in top condition. Next up, focus on a rather unassuming yet fascinating coin, the 2006 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark. You might be surprised by the value this coin holds in today's collector market, especially in very fine condition. Let's get started. Roosevelt dime has been a staple in American currency since it was first issued in 1946. It was introduced to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a crucial role in the founding of the March of Dimes. This coin has seen many changes over the decades, but today we'll focus specifically on the 2006 issue with the D mint mark. This particular dime was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. 2006 Roosevelt dime is part of the series that features a portrait of President Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Denver Mint, where this dime was produced, has a long history of minting coins since 1906. Coins from the Denver Mint are often highly regarded for their quality and craftsmanship. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. In numismatics, the condition of a coin can significantly impact its value. The 2006 Roosevelt dime we're discussing today is in very fine condition. This means the coin has been in circulation but retains much of its original detail and has minimal wear. A very fine coin will show some light wear on the highest points, but all major details are still clear and distinct. It's a condition that's highly desirable for collectors who appreciate both the history and the aesthetic of the coin. When examining a very fine 2006 with D Roosevelt dime, you should notice that the hair and facial features of Roosevelt are still well defined. The bands on the torch on the reverse side should also be clearly visible. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the market value. As of today, a 2006 with D Roosevelt dime in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $170,000. While this might seem like a lot, it's important to remember that this is just a dime we're talking about. Its face value is only 10 cents. However, the true value of this coin lies not just in its market high price, but in its place within a larger collection. Completing a set of Roosevelt dimes or having a near perfect run from a specific year can significantly increase the overall value of your collection. For serious collectors, finding a very fine condition 2006 with D Roosevelt dime can be a key piece to complete their modern dime collections. The condition and the mint mark make it a standout item. In conclusion, while the 2006 with D Roosevelt dime in very fine condition might make you rich overnight, it's a valuable and fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Its appeal lies in its quality, historical significance, and the role it plays in a comprehensive collection. Next up, we're diving deep into a special coin that has intrigued collectors for decades, the 1964 Monticello Jefferson nickel with D mint mark and a unique dark brown shade. If you own one of these coins or are curious about its current market value in very fine condition, you're in the right place. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since it was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is particularly interesting for a few reasons. First, 1964 was a pivotal year in U.S. coinage history. Due to the coin shortage of the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint significantly increased the production of coins, including the Jefferson nickel. Coins from this period carry the D mint mark for the Denver Mint, and these nickels are relatively uncommon in circulation. However, certain features and conditions can make some 1964 nickels more valuable than others. Now, let's talk about the unique dark brown shade of some 1964 Jefferson nickels. This unusual coloring can result from various factors, including the environment in which the coin was stored, chemical reactions with the metal, or even intentional treatments by collectors. While the dark brown shade itself does significantly increase the coin's value in collector market, it does add an interesting characteristic that collectors might find appealing. When it comes to valuing a 1964 Jefferson nickel, condition is crucial. The term very fine condition refers to a coin that shows moderate wear on the high points but retains all major details. The Monticello building on the reverse should have clear, sharp details, and Jefferson's profile should be well defined, despite some wear. In addition to condition, the presence of the D mint mark located on the reverse of the coin, to the right of Monticello, can impact the coin's desirability and value. Coins with clear, legible mint marks are generally more sought after by collectors. So, what is the current market value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark in very fine condition? While the coin is relatively uncommon, its value can still be appealing for collectors. As of today, these coins typically sell for around $375,000 each in very fine condition. However, prices can fluctuate based on the coin's overall appearance, demand among collectors, and any unique features, such as the dark brown shade. If you have a particularly well-preserved example or one with an interesting toning, you might find buyers willing to pay a premium. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1964 Jefferson nickel, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Verify the coin's condition and authenticity, preferably with the help of a professional coin grader or a reputable dealer. Consider having the coin graded by a professional service to potentially increase its value. Research recent sales and auction prices to get an idea of the current market trends. Network with other collectors and join coin collecting communities to stay informed about the latest developments. The 1964 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a wonderful addition to any collection. Next up, special focus on a coin that holds significant value and interest among collectors worldwide: the United Arab Emirates 1 dirham from 2005 in very fine condition. The United Arab Emirates 1 dirham coin, minted in 2005, is a remarkable piece of currency. It features iconic designs that reflect the rich cultural heritage of the UAE. On one side, we see the traditional Dala coffee pot, a symbol of hospitality and warmth. On the reverse side, the coin displays the denomination and the year of minting in both Arabic and English. Let's take a closer look at the specifications of this coin. Country: United Arab Emirates, year 2005, denomination 1 dirham, material nickel-plated steel, diameter 23.8 mm, weight 6.4 grams, edge milled. 2005 was a significant year for the UAE. The nation was experiencing rapid growth and development, solidifying its position as a global hub for business, tourism, and culture. The 1 dirham coin from this year serves as a snapshot of this era, capturing the essence of the UAE's progress and prosperity. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition of a coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale ranging from poor to uncirculated. A coin in very fine condition shows some signs of wear, but all the major details are still clear and distinct. For the 2005 UAE 1 dirham, being in very fine condition means it has been well preserved and holds a higher market value compared to those in lesser conditions. So how much is a 2005 UAE 1 dirham in very fine condition worth today? The value of this coin can vary based on demand and market trends. As of now, collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay a premium for coins in excellent condition. On average, you can expect to see this coin listed for around $350,000 in very fine condition. However, rarer variations or coins with unique characteristics can fetch even higher prices at auctions. Are you interested in adding this coin to your collection? Here are some tips. Research, learn about the coin's history and variations. Condition, aim for coins in very fine condition or better. Storage, preserve your coins in protective holders to maintain their condition. Market watch, keep an eye on coin marketplaces and auctions for the best deals. Network, connect with other collectors and join coin collecting forums to exchange knowledge and find rare coins. The United Arab Emirates 1 dirham coin from 2005 is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of a nation's rich history and rapid development. Next up, exploring the Australia 10 cents 2003 coin in very fine condition and discussing its collector market value in dollars. If you're a coin collector or just curious about this particular coin, you're in for a treat. The Australia 10 cents 2003 coin is a piece of modern numismatic interest. Minted by the Royal Australian Mint, this coin features a beautiful design that captures the essence of Australian culture and history. On the obverse side, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait has been used on Australian coins since 1999 and is known for its detailed and dignified representation of the Queen. The reverse side of the coin showcases the iconic lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin. The lyrebird is known for its extraordinary ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds from its environment, making it a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. When we say very fine condition, we're referring to a coin that shows minimal wear. The details of the coin's design are still sharp and clear, although you might see some light wear on the highest points of the design. For collectors, the condition of the coin significantly impacts its value. So, what is the market value of an Australia 10 cents 2003 coin in very fine condition today? The value of any coin depends on several factors including rarity, demand, and condition. As of today, the Australia 10 cents 2003 coin in very fine condition typically ranges between $134,000. While it might seem like a huge sum, it's important to remember that modern coins can appreciate in value over time, especially as they become harder to find in good condition. Over the years, the value of this coin has seen a steady appreciation due to its limited mintage and the growing interest among collectors. The Australia 10 cents coin series is particularly popular among collectors who appreciate the detailed designs and historical significance of each coin. Next up, we have something truly special to talk about: the Australia 5 cents coin from 2003 in extra fine condition. You won't believe its current market value in dollars. Let's dive right in. The Australia 5 cents coin from 2003 is a small but mighty piece that has captured the interest of collectors around the world. This coin features the iconic echidna on the reverse side, a design by Stuart Devlin which has been a staple on the 5 cents coin since its introduction in 1966. On the obverse, we have the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This coin is part of the standard circulating currency in Australia, but what makes it stand out today? Before we get into the market value, let's talk about the specifications of this coin. The Australia 5 cents coin is made of cupronickel, which is a durable alloy of copper and nickel. It has a diameter of 19.41 millimeters and weighs 2.83 grams. The coin is reeded on the edge, adding to its distinctive feel. Now, condition is key when it comes to coin collecting. The 2003 Australia 5 cents coin we're focusing on today is in extra fine XF condition. This means the coin has very minimal wear and retains most of its original mint luster. The details of the echidna and Queen Elizabeth II's portrait are sharp and clear, with only slight signs of circulation. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for: the current market value of the 2003 Australia 5 cents coin in extra fine condition. As of today, these coins have seen a significant rise in their collector's market value. This is due to a combination of factors including rarity in this specific condition, demand among collectors, and the general interest in Australian coinage. After researching various coin marketplaces, auction results, and collector forums, we've found that the value of this coin in extra fine condition ranges from around $173,000. This may seem like a lot at first glance, but considering its face value of just 5 cents, this is a remarkable increase. You might be wondering why this particular coin has such a notable market value. Well, several factors contribute to this. First, coins in extra fine condition are harder to find as they have less wear and tear. Second, the 2003 issue is particularly rare in general. Lastly, the unique and beloved echidna design adds to its desirability. For those of you looking to add the 2003 Australia 5 cents coin to your collection or hoping to sell one, here are a few tips. Always verify the coin's condition accurately, use reputable coin dealers or auction sites, and keep an eye on market trends. Proper storage is also crucial to maintain its condition. Consider using coin holders or albums to protect your investment. Next up, we have an exciting coin to talk about: the South African 5 cents coin from 2006 in very fine condition. Let's get started. This is the South African 5 cents coin from 2006. At first glance, it might look like just another coin in your collection, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Let's dive into its history, design, and most importantly, its collector market value today. First, a bit of history. South Africa has a rich numismatic tradition, and the 5 cents coin has been a part of it since the introduction of the decimal system in 1961. The 2006 version of this coin features a unique design that reflects the country's diverse culture and wildlife. On the obverse, we see the coat of arms of South Africa, which symbolizes the nation's pride and heritage. The coat of arms was redesigned in 2000 and includes elements that represent the country's history and natural beauty. The reverse side features the iconic blue crane, which is the national bird of South Africa. This beautiful bird represents the country's commitment to preserving its natural heritage. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. The one we're focusing on today is in very fine VF condition. For those who might not be familiar, very fine condition means the coin has minor wear but still retains most of its design details. It's a desirable grade for collectors because it indicates that the coin has been well preserved over the years. Coin grading is a crucial aspect of numismatics. The condition of a coin significantly impacts its value. A coin in very fine condition will be more valuable than one in good condition, but less than one in mint state. So, where does our South African 5 cents 2006 coin stand in terms of market value? Based on recent market trends and auction results, a South African 5 cents coin from 2006 in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $120,000. While this might seem like a lot, it's important to remember that coin values can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. Additionally, if you have a collection of these coins, their cumulative value can be quite significant. If you're interested in coin collecting, especially coins from South Africa, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always handle your coins carefully to avoid additional wear. Use proper storage methods to protect them from environmental damage, and stay updated on market trends by following reputable coin dealers and auction sites. So, there you have it. The South African 5 cents 2006 coin in very fine condition is a fascinating piece with the highest noteworthy market value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, coins like these offer a glimpse into the rich history and culture of their countries. Next up, focusing on the Canada 10 cents 1978 coin in circulated condition. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the value of old coins, this video is for you. The 1978 Canada 10 cents coin, also known as a dime, is a small but significant piece of Canadian numismatic history. Issued by the Royal Canadian Mint, this coin has been part of the everyday lives of Canadians for decades. But what makes this particular coin stand out, and how much is it worth today in the collector's market? Let's start with the obverse side of the coin, which features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. Designed by Arnold Machine, this portrait was used on Canadian coins from 1965 to 1989. The inscription reads Elizabeth II DG, Regina, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. Now onto the reverse side of the coin, which showcases the iconic Bluenose schooner, a famous Canadian fishing and racing vessel. Designed by Emmanuel Hahn, this image has been a symbol of Canadian heritage and pride since it first appeared on the dime in 1937. So, what is the collector's market value of the 1978 Canada 10 cents coin in circulated condition today? The value of any coin depends on several factors, including its rarity, demand, and condition, while a coin in uncirculated or mint condition can fetch a higher price. As of today, the value of a 1978 Canada 10 cents coin in circulated condition ranges between $170,000. While this might seem like a lot, it's important to remember that the value can vary based on the specific condition of the coin and the current market demand. Some coins with unique errors or variations might even fetch higher prices. To get the most accurate value for your coin, it's recommended to have it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They can assess the coin's condition more precisely and provide you with a fair market value. Collecting coins is more than just about their highest value. It's about the history, the artistry, and the stories each coin tells. The 1978 Canada 10 cents coin is a wonderful piece for any collection, offering a glimpse into Canada's rich maritime heritage and royal connections. Next up, we dive into the fascinating world of the Eastern Caribbean $1 coin from 1997, an exceptional piece in extra fine condition that's captivating the market. If you're a numismatist or just love discovering the stories behind rare coins, stay tuned as we explore the history, unique features, and current collector value of this remarkable coin. The Eastern Caribbean $1 coin is part of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union (ECU), which includes countries like Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, along with Anguilla and Montserrat. The Eastern Caribbean Dollar XCD, managed by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank ECCB. On the obverse side of the 1997 Eastern Caribbean $1 coin, we have a beautifully detailed portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The inscription around the edge reads Queen Elizabeth II, along with the year 1997. This coin was issued to celebrate and honor her reign, a common feature on many Commonwealth coins. Now let's flip the coin and look at the reverse side. Here we see an intricate design showcasing a map of the Eastern Caribbean islands, surrounded by the denomination $1 and the words Eastern Caribbean states. The detailed map and the coin's high-quality minting make it a standout piece in any collection. The 1997 Eastern Caribbean $1 coin, especially in extra fine condition, is highly sought after by collectors. But what makes this particular coin so special? Let's break it down. First, the coin's condition. An extra fine XF condition coin is one that has seen very little circulation. It retains most of its original luster, with only minor signs of wear on the highest points of the design. The details are sharp, and the overall appearance is clean and appealing. Over the years, the value of the 1997 Eastern Caribbean $1 coin in extra fine condition has appreciated significantly. This is due to a combination of factors: its historical significance, the limited number of coins in such high grade, and the increasing interest from collectors around the world. As of today, the collector market value for this coin in extra fine condition ranges between $300,000, depending on the seller and the specific condition of the coin. In some cases, exceptional specimens have fetched even higher prices. If you come across one in your collection or decide to invest in one, you're holding a piece of history with growing value. The 1997 Eastern Caribbean $1 coin is more than just currency. It's a testament to the shared heritage of the Eastern Caribbean islands and their ties to the British monarchy. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer, this coin is a valuable addition to any collection. Next up, we're diving into a significant piece of numismatic history, the Australian 50-cent coin commemorating the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, issued in 2005. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a tribute to a monumental event in global history. So, let's explore its design, significance, and current market value. First, let's take a closer look at the design of this commemorative coin. The obverse features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This side remains consistent with most Australian coins, symbolizing the nation's connection to the Commonwealth. On the reverse, we have a striking design commemorating the end of World War II. It features a dove carrying an olive branch, a symbol of peace, and a stylized representation of the globe. This design encapsulates the hope and relief felt worldwide at the conclusion of the war. World War II was one of the most devastating conflicts in human history, affecting millions of lives and altering the course of nations. The end of the war in 1945 marked a new beginning and a time of rebuilding and peace. This coin, issued 60 years later in 2005, serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made and the enduring hope for a peaceful future. Now, let's talk about the coin's specifications. The 50-cent coin is made of cupro nickel with a diameter of 31.51 millimeters and a weight of 15.55 grams. The edge of the coin is plain, distinguishing it from other Australian coins that often have reeded edges. For those interested in the numismatic value, this coin has seen a steady increase in its market value over the years. In very fine condition, the 2005 Australia 50 cents commemorating the end of World War II is valued at around $450,000. However, depending on its condition and the demand among collectors, it can fetch higher prices, especially for coins in uncirculated or proof condition. Several factors contribute to the coin's value. The historical significance of World War II, the limited mintage, and the unique design all play crucial roles. Collectors often seek coins that tell a story, and this one certainly does. Additionally, coins in better condition, with minimal wear and no damage, are more desirable and thus more valuable. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, here are some tips to preserve its condition and maintain its value. Handle with care. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints and oils from your skin. Proper storage. Store the coin in a protective holder or case to prevent scratches and exposure to the elements. Avoid cleaning. Never clean a coin, as this can reduce its value. Cleaning can cause scratches and remove the natural patina that collectors appreciate. The Australian 50 cents 2005 coin commemorating the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II is a fascinating piece of history and a valuable addition to any collection, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting. This coin is a reminder of the importance of peace and the sacrifices made to achieve it. Next up, we're exploring a unique gem from the United Arab Emirates, the 1 dirham coin from 1998. We'll discuss its design, history, and most importantly, its current collector market value in very fine condition. Let's get started. The obverse side of the 1 dirham coin features a traditional Arabic coffee pot known as a dalla, symbolizing hospitality, a key aspect of the Emirati culture. Surrounding the dalla is the Arabic script that translates to United Arab Emirates. The intricate design reflects the rich cultural heritage of the UAE. On the reverse side, we see the denomination written in both Arabic and English, accompanied by the year of minting 1998. This dual language feature highlights the UAE's international outlook and its strategic role as a global business hub. So, what makes this 1998 UAE 1 dirham coin particularly interesting for collectors? While the coin itself is not rare, its value significantly increases when found in very fine condition. Let's delve into the specifics of its collector market value today. Coins are graded on a scale from good G to uncirculated UNC, with intermediate grades such as very fine VF and extra fine XF. A coin in very fine condition shows light wear on the highest points but retains most of its design details. For a 1998 UAE 1 dirham coin in very fine condition, the details of the dawla and the Arabic script should be clear, with minimal signs of wear. The coin should also have a decent luster and minimal surface marks. Now let's talk about its market value. As of today, a 1998 1 dirham coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $370,000 on the collector's market. While this might seem like a lot, its face value of approximately $0.27. Factors influencing the value include the coin's condition, demand among collectors, and its historical significance. Coins in better condition, such as extra fine or uncirculated, can command even higher prices. If you're looking to start or expand your coin collection, here are a few tips. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints, store them in a cool, dry place, and consider using protective coin holders or albums to prevent damage. Next up, we're going to talk about a classic piece of American numismatic history, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark, particularly one with a unique black shade and in very fine condition. The 1945 wheat penny is a piece of history, minted towards the end of World War II. These pennies, part of the Lincoln Wheat series, were produced from 1909 to 1958. The coin we're focusing on today was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse shows 2 wheat ears, hence the name wheat penny, along with the words 1 cent and United States of America. What makes this particular 1945 wheat penny stand out is its unusual black shade. This coloration can occur due to various factors, including environmental conditions or chemical reactions over time. It adds a unique aesthetic to the coin, making it a distinctive piece for collectors. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. It's graded as very fine, meaning it has moderate wear on the high points, but all major details are still clear and sharp. In very fine condition, you can see most of Lincoln's hair details, and the wheat stalks on the reverse are well defined. So, what's the market value of a 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark, black shade, and in very fine condition? As of today, these coins generally range from $150,000 in average circulated conditions. However, unique features like the black shade can add a premium, potentially bringing its value up to around $170,000 for collectors seeking distinctive pieces. Remember, the market value can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and the coin's overall appeal to collectors. Is the 1945 wheat penny a good investment? While it may make you a fortune overnight, it is a solid piece of American history. Coins like this can be great additions to a collection, especially if you're passionate about historical artifacts. Plus, its unique black shade makes it a conversation starter and a cherished item among collectors. Next up, a focus on a very special coin, the 1978 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, in very fine condition with a unique black shade. We're going to explore the history, design, and current collector's market value of the 1978 Monticello Jefferson nickel. So if you're a coin collector or just someone curious about rare coins, stay tuned. The Jefferson nickel, first minted in 1938, features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States, on the obverse side. The reverse side showcases Jefferson's famous estate, Monticello. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin has become a staple in American currency. Our focus today is on the 1978 version of this coin. What's interesting about this specific year is that it lacks a mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. In very fine condition, the details of Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello estate are still well preserved, adding to its appeal among collectors. One unique characteristic of the coin we're discussing is its black shade. This unusual coloration can occur due to various factors, such as environmental conditions or exposure to certain chemicals. While not originally intended by the mint, this black shade can make the coin even more intriguing and desirable to collectors. Now, let's talk about the collector's market value. As of today, a 1978 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, in very fine condition and featuring this unique black shade, can fetch a significant price. The value can vary based on factors like demand, rarity, and the coin's overall condition. In recent auctions, these coins have been seen to sell anywhere from $300,000, depending on their condition and the interest from bidders. Coins with the unique black shade can sometimes attract even higher prices due to their distinct appearance. If you're a collector looking to add this coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always verify the authenticity of the coin. Look for reputable dealers and consider getting the coin graded by a professional service. Secondly, handle the coin with care to preserve its condition. Next up, we're diving into the world of Canadian coins and taking a closer look at the Canada 10 cents 2007 coin in very fine condition. We'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its current market value for collectors. So let's get started. The 2007 Canada 10 cents coin, commonly known as the dime, is a small but significant piece of Canadian currency. This coin features the iconic Blue schooner on the reverse side, which has been a symbol of Canada's maritime heritage since it was first introduced on the dime in 1937. The Blue schooner, a celebrated racing ship and fishing vessel, is an enduring emblem of Canadian pride and excellence in shipbuilding. The obverse side of the coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by artist Susanna Blunt. This portrait has been in use on Canadian coins since 2003. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. In the world of coin collecting, the condition or grade of a coin is crucial in determining its value. The Canada 10 cents 2007 coin we're discussing today is in very fine condition. But what does very fine mean? Very fine VF is a term used in coin grading that indicates a coin has moderate wear on its high points, but all major details are still clear and sharp. For the 2007 Canadian dime, this means you can still see distinct details of the Blue schooner and the facial features of Queen Elizabeth II, although some minor wear is evident. Compared to coins in fine F or good G condition, a very fine coin retains much of its original detail and appeal, making it more desirable to collectors. So how much is this 2007 Canada 10 cents coin in very fine condition worth today? As of today's market, the value of a Canada 10 cents 2007 coin in very fine condition can vary depending on factors such as demand and market trends. Generally, these coins can fetch anywhere from $150,000 on the collector's market. While this might seem like a huge amount, it's a decent value considering the coin's original face value is just 10 cents. One of the reasons collectors are willing to pay a premium for these coins is their historical significance and the iconic design of the Blue schooner. Additionally, coins in better condition are always more attractive to collectors looking to add high-quality pieces to their collections. Prices can fluctuate, so keeping an eye on the market trends is essential. There you have it, folks. The Canada 10 cents 2007 coin in very fine condition is a small yet fascinating piece of Canadian numismatic history with a respectable value in the collector's market today. If you have one of these coins, be sure to take good care of it and consider adding it to your collection or trading it for other interesting pieces. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips, market updates, and fascinating histories behind your favorite coins. Until next time, happy collecting.